Merry Christmas. I hope you're doing well. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're having a good time. And, right. Christmas special. That's why you're here, I'd imagine. Well, about that. I don't have one. Not because I didn't want to make one, just because, well, you know, life happens and things get in the way and things get tricky, and it just didn't end up happening. But I'm glad you are here anyway, and seeing as you are, why don't I tell you a story? A Christmas story. So sit back, relax, get nice and cozy and comfy, maybe grab yourself a hot chockey, as I tell you the story of Christmas 1914. World War I was plaguing the globe, turning people against each other for the bitter rivalries above them. One of the darkest hours in human history. Bullets flew back and forth across the Western Front, taking lives every second. The world was deep in war. Until one night, when silence fell and the moon rose, in a land where nothing jolly seemed to show, in one small sector, where men sat alone without their loved ones around, in one small moment, they began to sing. Bullets turned to messages between the opposing trenches, and in the middle of this brutal, devastating war, they smiled. The next morning they stepped out into no man's land and met with the enemy. They shook hands and exchanged gifts and played games. They looked at each other, not down the barrel of a gun, but as fellow men, humans one and the same. The war didn't end that day, and it still left a devastating impact on the world, and 40 million people would still die. But just for one moment, in one place, in one of the biggest conflicts in our history, just for a moment, there was hope, there was peace, there was joy, there was Christmas. And that's the story of Christmas 1914. My favorite Christmas story, in fact, because it's true. And it shows that even at its worst, humanity can't help itself but to show a little of its best. Because even they knew that no one should be alone at Christmas. That's why I'm glad you're here. This year hasn't been easy, as I'm sure is probably true for you, and that's okay, it happens. But even in the toughest of times, there is still Christmas. So for now, let's be jolly. And next year is just round the corner, and I know that's scary. But I know one thing, and it's that you don't have to go through it alone. Because no one ever has, and no one ever will, because nobody ever should. So Merry Christmas, and have a very happy New Year.